Welcome, everybody. Let's roll out the red carpet for my two guests tonight that join me in the fiery pits of hell. Y'all, Kelly is hot right now. Jesus, Jesus. So if y'all see us melt together, slide down the couch, mind your business. So tonight we have with us uh, my brother and business partner, and he can introduce himself.
What's going on, y'all? This the motherfucking famous homie. Y'all know who I am out here. I'm in these streets. I'm Compton, motherfucking California. What's good? I'm here with my sis. You know what I mean? My fam, Kasha. Oh, you don't introduce yourself.
I'm Kasha. I ain't got no fancy shit to say. Love y'all. Thanks for having me back. I love Aja. Love Rick Tommy. We've been friends for quite a while. We just don't do what we do regular is talk shit and drink.
Here. So let's do the intro, and then I will say what the show is about on tonight. While Ron tries to open that bottle of tequila, he don't die. I'm drinking water, y'all. That crazy.
She really is.
No, it looks like it goes from the top. So he's still trying to open the bottle. For tequila? It looks like the thing goes across. So hold on. So y'all, let me tell y'all what the show is about tonight. So I want to talk a little bit about the Kevin Samuels things, because here's what I feel. First of all, rest in peace. Condolences to his family and all that good stuff, because we all got issues. None of us is perfect. So what we don't do is disrespect people in death, because that is aside from all the crazy things we do while we're here. Point blank, period. But this is what I feel like. So I was having insomnia the other night and I was tripping. And I was like, did y'all notice how when like Trump, hold on. Don't worry about us. When Trump went out of office, notice all his little followers and stuff went with him. We ain't heard nothing from him, none of that, right? Y'all notice the same thing happened with his people? Like all of a sudden, like people, you couldn't be over a size 12 and single without somebody telling you was gonna die with your dog and your cat and you got more shit and all this other stuff. You know, people was cussing their mamas out, all kinds of stuff. Man passes away and they didn't even, do a tribute to him or nothing. Now, well, I got a master's degree.
I gotta give me one, man.
I'm trying to tell you, then you can open bottles. Now,
fucking bottle.
Now I'm saying, if I got lip gloss everywhere and all that good stuff, don't do me. But I noticed that everybody got quiet, right? So the biggest argument in the Kevin Samuels thing and his behavior, I call it a thing because that was a demon. Nobody said nothing when he was talking to men like that. Nobody knew him. That's first of all. He was still on Zoom. I looked it up today. I literally gave him no play time. I wouldn't even go back and look at videos. If Kasha would send me something, I'd be like, girl, give me a recap. I ain't giving him no time, but I had to for the show. This is what I did. I literally went in and like typed in his name and typed in man behind it. And I picked the first video. And then the next one that was suggested was one with the woman, because I wanted to see how did he sound when he's talking to the two different people. So I actually took a clip because, much to my surprise, I don't know if it's me being from the hood. Oh, it's a shot. Well, watch how he talks to men. Okay? Ready? Y'all ain't ready because I'm about to prove y'all wrong. I love doing that. Here we go.
Hello?
Yeah, I'm still here. Yeah.
Would you know what to do with a woman?
I mean, I know the basic stuff. Man. Be honest.
All right, so these are all things you got to learn, because if you don't have any kind of confidence, see, most guys don't approach women because you'll be like, well, what would I do if she gave me her phone number? And if we talk, and if all this happened, and she said, you know, skip this stuff, Lynn, let's just go back to your place. Do you have condoms?
No.
All right, then you're not ready. You're not approaching life as a healthy, sexual, functioning male. You're not even prepared.
Mm-hmm.
And that's okay. But you need somebody like myself, somebody who's able to talk you through this stuff, and then you got to take it out to that world. Why? Let me ask you something. Why haven't you hired a prostitute?
You know, I don't think that's the way to go, to be honest, man.
What do you? Excuse me?
I don't think that's the way to go, man. It's
why?
Like, you know, it's like you got to get to know somebody. And, you know, going that way like leads into like
Todd.
You
know, Todd. Most incels are overly romantic about sex.
Right.
I spent 3 hours talking. Todd, I talk to incels daily.
Right.
Most of you had this Disney romance. I don't want to hire a prostitute because it wouldn't be real. Well, guess what? You got to do what you got to do, buddy. You're behind.
I mean, isn't the incel thing to do to do that, though?
Excuse me?
Isn't that the incel thing to do, though?
Well, if you understand incel, I mean, if you want to keep jacking off every day, I mean, but why you want to keep busting nuts on yourself?
I'm saying, like, isn't the incel thing to do that, though?
To hire a prostitute?
Yeah.
No, I'm talking about you. Right now, we're worried about you. You don't have the confidence or the experience to even make it happen if a woman would offer you sex. So you got to knock these things down. You need to lose your virginity. You need to know what it feels like so you won't feel under pressure. Stop being so romantic about it. I mean, you're not romantic enough to not watch porn. You pleasure yourself. Get with a woman. Get with a professional. Learn what the female body looks like. Learn how it operates. Practice on her. You have to pay for it. So then at least when you approach a woman in the real world, you won't be afraid to jump in the saddle. But this is why guys like you need coaching, because you lived in your head so long and you have so many things crossed up that you make it so complicated to where even if a woman wanted to fuck you, you couldn't.
I'm in charge. That's why
I would just like to ask anybody, do y'all know who that man was that we just heard? Who was that? We ain't never heard him though.
No. That nigga,
He was so Todd. Yeah, we ain't never heard him be polite to nobody, like at all, period whatsoever. So if men want to talk about, if men want to talk about, well, we accepted the feedback. We would accept that feedback too. So while they talking about tone is the main thing right now, sound very, very kindergartenish. Oh.
I've heard somewhere he was very hard.
Shut up. So, I'm sorry. We're going to edit that out. It's live.
I'm biased. I'm not a fan of his. I love just ratchet shit.
We're not done. So, I didn't ask her an opinion yet at all.
Anybody get their feelings hurt?
Oh, please don't. That don't make no sense.
I'm laughing.
That don't make. Can we get a question first? That ain't a question yet.
I mean, I don't.
That's not a question yet. We don't have a question. We can't. Okay. So you got to be consistent. You got to talk to everybody the same. Make them all want to punch you in the face.
Kevin Sandler, but she mad at him.
I was shocked.
Boo this bitch after I get off. Don't watch no more after this episode. I'm offended. Sign black women everywhere.
You ain't offended. You just some nigga that steal. Let's see. So watch how he talk to women though.
My way. Tell me how it's looking, babe. Just tell me how it's looking, babe. Do this all for you, babe.
Hello?
Yeah, I'm still here. Yeah.
Would you know what to do with a woman?
My way. Tell me how it's looking.
I think greed. I really do. I think greed. I think, I can get something from her, but let me see what she has to offer. Let me see if it's just a little bit better.
See, guys, what you're doing is, see, women think because everybody will fuck them, they think men have as free sexual options. How does the average man have greed in the sexual marketplace? You know how hard it is for most guys to get laid? 30% of, excuse me. 30% of men 30 or under report not having sex. 30% of men under 30 are virgins. But you can have somebody like Gabrielle Sidibe. And what do women say? Somebody will fuck her because somebody will. Women think there's something called attraction symmetry. They think just because they can go out and offer their vagina to the market, they know somebody will take it. If I walk out and offer my penis to the market, somebody will. But will as many people, how about this? If you go in a room of 100 men and say, I'm clean, I got no diseases, I just want to hook up one night stand, no string, no attachments. Out of 100 men, how many think are going to smash?
If we got 30% of virgins, then
No, you mixing things. Don't play games with me. Put your 100 men in a room, 100 men, not 30% virgin, just 100 men. How many gonna smash?
I don't know, Mr. Sam.
Really? Just give me a number. Heterosexual men, no. You want to have sex? You clean? How many men you think will smash?
Maybe 80.
All right. And if I put 100 women in a room with the same kind of man, average man, how many women you think gonna fuck?
Maybe 60.
Guys, that's the problem. They think, excuse me, look in the comment section. I understand, man. No, when it's over, women think it is easy for men to get sex. As they think it's just as easy for men to get sex as it is for them. Because women only think about, when they talk about the sexual marketplace, you talk about the men you're interested in, not 100% of men. If 60% of men were out here, anyway, so no, that number is high. I would say closer to the best pickup artists. The best pickup artists, the guys who have all the game, who study this stuff, report a 10% close rate. 10. And these are the guys who are the game masters.
Okay.
So you're saying that if you offered men an opportunity to get, women were offering men what they wanted, and they didn't have to be in the game anymore, you're saying they would stay in the game because of greed, implying they could get more.
Yes, sir.
They don't get it, guys. They don't get it. They don't get it. No, ma'am. I just told you that makes no sense. It doesn't make any sense. How can guys, if 30% of men aren't having sex, why would they stay in the market if they were getting what they want from a woman?
To gain more.
More of what? What are they already getting if they're virgins?
We're not talking about the 30.
No. We're going to talk. No, yes, we are, because they are part of the 100. And see, that's the point. This is so foreign of a concept. No offense, man. I really mean no offense. But your mind can't even wrap your head around the concept. It doesn't even compute with you. It's like, well, I don't want to talk about that because that's so far outside of my world. And all the men are like, what are you talking about? That's the real world.
We need stuff. So, first of all, I just want to say one thing. Do y'all notice how confused she got? I hope y'all got confused, because if you didn't get confused, that means you can't do math. So when she tried to explain herself and being very polite, first he didn't let her get out any of her thoughts. He assumed what she was going to say to be the answer. But then when he gave her the example of if it's 100 men in a room and a woman asks for sex, how many of those men would say yes? Well, she took the 30% out because supposedly 30% is virgin. And he like bit her head off as if she couldn't hear and wasn't listening. But then when he wanted to recap, he used the 30% and was being very rude to her about trying to use it. My only problem before we start with him is how he talks to people. And that once he figured out, or I would just say bit the forbidden fruit. Because everybody knows if you insult women, if you got drama, especially Black women, if you come for us in any type of way, you're going to go viral. Off top. It's just going to happen. And he went ahead and did that. What he had wasn't good enough for him. So he moved over to us. But when he moved over to us, it wasn't in a positive way. That same tone wasn't used. He wasn't even listening to the girl because he contradicted himself. That's my only problem. Does he have some good advice? Probably. But you name one person that you listen to that talks to you out of line. Just one. Not even your boss. Okay. So I would like to know, yeah, man boy. How do you feel about his approach?
So naturally, I'm going to look at me 10, 12 years ago, maybe I would have had a different take, but getting older and also being a man of daughters, you change your perspective, you change your view a little bit. You know what I mean? Because, my oldest daughter will be 17 and my youngest will be 15. So we had these conversations and they give you another view, even if they feel like I think I'm right about something, and they're like, no, Dad, you're not listening from my point of view.
Aww.
You're not hearing me. You have to listen from a woman's point of view. Like, how would you feel if another man or somebody else said what you believe to me? And then that make you look at that shit different. So I'm not saying Kevin Samuels was wrong with what he was saying with a lot of shit. A lot of shit he had, he was right about, but your approach, man, like, why is it a man's, or not even gonna say a man's, but why was it his first mind to go so hard and to try to belittle? Like, a lot of women struggle with confidence for different reasons. Whether they were, treated a certain way as a child, went through, molestation or whatever it was. A lot of them have self-esteem. So why add to that by they're coming to you, they obviously believe in you because they're tapping in.
Right.
Why make them feel a certain way because with how you're saying it? You could change your approach just a little bit, like deliver your message, but change your fucking approach.
Right.
For instance, I'm gonna give you an example. If you're in a relationship with somebody and they get a little hefty, are you gonna go up to them and say, "Hey, you fat motherfucker"? You know what I'm saying? My dick can't get hard, my pussy can't get wet because you're too fat. You know what I'm saying? You're a fat ass motherfucker. You need to lose some motherfucking weight. Right. You might do that, but you ain't gonna get the result you think you're gonna get. You feel me? But if you change that approach and be like, look, hey, I love you, but
and I know you would want me to tell you.
Yeah, that roll sticking out a little bit. You know what I mean?
Yep.
I'll work out with you, but I think you should work out. You're gonna get a different reaction than you. It's always the approach with everything. You approach fucked up, you're gonna get a fucked up response in every single topic. Drop the fucking mic.
Okay. You pick it up. How do you feel about his approach? Only his approach.
After this is show, you can talk how you're going to speech. People that called already knew
integrity. No, so I didn't ask that. That's going to be another question. But that's going to be another question.
If I don't like it, I'm not going to fuck with you. If I don't like it, I'm not going to tune in.
So you listen to like, so you do like it.
So
you're okay with his approach.
It doesn't bother me. Okay. He's not offending kids.
But say it. Like that's fine. Because that's gonna be another question.
He told me I'm gonna die alone. He told 13 fucking bitches before me they gonna die alone. Why am I special? But so his approach is his show. I mean, of course, in a perfect world, we'd like somebody to talk to you nice, but this is not their boyfriend. This is not his kids. This is people that's calling for his advice. If you go to a job, they're gonna give it to you how they want to because they don't need you. You coming to them for advice. They come to him for advice. Obviously, they want rich men. That's what people forget. So his approach is different to women. It's not
the women that call in want rich men?
Yes, they were telling him, I've been proposed to, I've been engaged, but he wasn't cute enough, or he didn't make enough money. That's when he goes with. Like, you don't want love.
That's not what she said.
That's one out of how many?
First of all, I'm not going to sit here and do a whole bunch of research, but when and the other ones that I heard the beginning was not about them wanting rich men. It was just them saying what they thought their value was. so
And
to
they
speak.
wanted high value men. High value men are just considered the 2% of black men that make like $250K a year or more. These women want to. They also make that much. These women, but they want a man that they can stay home. He provide. He does all this, and he got to be handsome, and he got to be sexy.
So
But
see,
hold on, why is a high value man viewed as having
Yeah.
250K? You can get a
the
high.
ones I thought it wasn't about that. Like one of the ones I saw was the college student that lived at home with her parents, and she sold hair and eyelashes, and she dropped out of college or something, and she thought that was gonna make her rich overnight, and she wanted what she thought was a high value man, but it was just everybody say 6 figures. I don't know why people say 6 figures now, because
That ain't shit.
the economy done killed that. Yeah.
Well, like I said, from the time I've been watching for a while, I have cousins that watched him when he was only talking to men. And he would go in and talk about their dick size, their income.
Right,
He told
that's
a man that
suspect.
he made 50 a year, and he said basically you unemployed because he made 50K a year. He told
The man
that, but he told him very harsh. And it's like,
but to be clear, I've always said I don't like the way he talks to men. People, period. Yeah. It's not just
and
one.
So he would tell me that you need to get your money right. Before you start dating, you need to make this, and this. You need to be out of debt. He was telling men this, that what women want to tell men for years. And he would pick them apart, turn the camera on, like, that's why you can't get a woman. How you look, how you, whatever. And the difference is men did not complain because they went to him for that, so they just ate it. Women did not do that. They wanted to argue back. They asked him for advice, and then they get mad at the advice, and they start talking about him. Like, but I'm not asking you how to get a woman.
The one thing I will say that I noticed that was consistent, whether it be tone, how he talked, or whatever, he allowed the men to finish their sentence. Because you can't answer somebody without the sentence being finished. And for the girl, this particular girl, she was on there because the show prior, he had said if women gave men everything they wanted, according to what they asked for, then we could have the man that we want. And she was like, the man I was with told me, she's a social worker and done with school. He said he wanted to go back to school and have a career, whatever. So she was like, okay, cool. So she started supporting him in it, like looking up how much it was, like the path or whatever. And so he was like, okay, good. But then she was like, but that wasn't what he wanted, because that's like he fell through with that. And he was like, put your dick away. That's the problem. He didn't ask you to do all of that. And that's where my problem came in, because you just said if you do everything the man asks, and on top of that, if we don't reach out and help and don't be a partner, then we get attacked for that. But all she said was she reached out and helped. She didn't even she didn't finish that sentence to say what she was going to next before he attacked her, saying put your DICK away. Like, the complaint wasn't that I helped them. The complaint was, I'm guessing she might have said next, how do we know what they want? Because they tell us and we try it, and like that's not what they want. He couldn't answer the question.
From, I guess, the point of view that we saw. She had a man, he said that he expressed that he wanted to go back to school.
Yeah.
He never said, babe, go look it up for me, find out how much it is. She did that.
Right.
So that's what Kevin said. He didn't ask you to do that.
But that wasn't her complaint. What I'm saying.
Hold the fuck up.
I want to know what you
think. I didn't see this segment. So he said he didn't ask you to do that, so that was a problem.
But she was upset because
she wasn't upset. That's what I'm telling you. She didn't get to finish. Yeah, that's what I'm telling you. We don't know what it was. Literally, he went in on her and started responding with he responded with he didn't ask you to do that. We don't even know if the man did. Like, we don't know what the next step after that was. She didn't get the
whole story out.
No.
But we know she's on there because she's single.
Well, she's on there because she was asking or saying she disagreed with men. If men tell us what they want, we can do it and then we'll get it. But we really don't know what was coming after that. Rather, it was, if she didn't have an attitude, so I'm not guessing that it was, I wasted my time. I'm guessing it was more along the lines like what men say to us. I'm confused. What do you want? Like, it wasn't an attitude. So I was very confused. But the point is, how can you help somebody if you don't listen?
I mean, I've seen, even in the comments, I've seen women say that he has helped them.
Okay.
And
well, he's given some really good advice.
Yeah.
If you can get through the other stuff.
But of course, social media is all about the thrill. Is this somebody nice and like, oh, you know what I'm saying? You're a good one. Everyone want to hear that they're a good woman. But are they?
No, you
Everyone
don't have
is
to tell the truth. I mean, you don't have to lie. I mean, you don't have to lie.
I'm saying. But most women, we want to hear our thoughts projected back on us.
Yeah.
You're beautiful, you fine. Fuck him. He don't need you. Somebody gonna love you with them rolls. Fuck that bitch. Eat the cupcake. We want to hear that. You know, we really don't take criticism well because we're already harsh on ourselves. And then it's hard when you get older. It's hard because we're judged on our beauty. Period. You know.
But how is that making it better, Kasha? Telling her to
I'm not
put away
saying
her
that
dick. Like
So-
she don't have one.
You know, I'm saying this masculine energy.
Oh,
So she was leading. If you have a man and he said, "Babe, I want to go to school," he's just telling you how he feels, not necessarily go.
but if
do
she
it for
wouldn't
me
have helped,
or
it would
whatever.
have just sat
And
there.
she did that, and she get the results she wanted. But that was masculine energy, where she could have said, "Babe, so how can I?
How
be
was
of
that not
service?
Mother
How can
Earth
I
energy?
help you in that goal? I want that for
We
you."
don't know if that helped you. He
She just
literally
said
stopped
it.
it.
She just did it.
I'm telling you, like
No, but
it
she
was
said, "I looked up the school." I
right,
did.
but she didn't get to say what happened after that. Be it he asked me for it, and I don't know what to do. Like it literally was nothing after that, so it was no way to
in
go
some
with
things
that.
I get what you're saying. You should let her finish, but obviously we can assume that they're not together. Her
No,
logic and her method didn't
I
work,
wouldn't think
or
that.
she wouldn't be asking for help.
Yeah, I wouldn't think she
I
wasn't
wouldn't-
asking for help.
She called him there for.
She called to
him
tell
and-
him she disagreed, like the other man called her.
She
called
called him
him
to
to
see if
say-
her logic was validated. Maybe I did it to the wrong man. And I need to do it to someone else. You know what I mean?
We don't know
But-
that because he didn't let her go. She started out with
But
I
that is
disagree.
wrong.
Yeah, but
He
I-
has a very harsh tone though. Like no one's disagreeing with 90%. He gives good advice.
Yeah,
He does. He
I think-
right. Like
because we've heard it
You know
from the
what I'm
men in our
saying?
life,
Yeah.
because we take
yeah,
feedback.
yeah,
Very
he
well.
gives good
my
advice.
family don't talk to me harsh stuff.
You know what I'm saying?
My
But they
boyfriend
say
do.
those
Jay,
things.
you do. Okay.
You know what I mean?
But
Like,
we've heard some of those same things just in a totally different way.
in a totally different way. You don't gotta make somebody feel stupid to get your point across. You ain't gotta make somebody if they have some type of insecurity, you don't have to highlight that insecurity to make them get your point across.
Mhm.
His approach is like, you're right, it is his show, it is his shit. But still, if you're gonna be, I'm for my people, power to the people, black this, black that, you can't be fucking making your people feel like shit.
Right.
You gotta change that for a bad.
I don't think that hurting people's feelings is good. No. But I think it's a business.
Depending.
If you go to McDonald's, Burger King, they all have burgers, right?
Mhm.
You don't like the way McDonald's fix theirs.
Go somewhere.
Go to Burger King. You don't like the way Burger King, go to In-N-Out. They purposely choose, we know what he about. That's like going to a game in Brown. You know what I mean? And you're like, I want this nigga to be romantic. No, he is not. You're not gonna get that.
Right.
That's like going to someone that's abusive. You seen him beat his last girlfriend. You go to him like, I want to be. I can't believe he's like.
So
he
my
shows
next
you who he
question is to bridge into that. Would you ever be one of the callers to call in?
For him?
Mhm.
No, because it wouldn't be no point. It'd be too turned up. You're not finna talk to me like that. I'll pull up. You're definitely not gonna talk. Nigga, you're not gonna talk to me like that.
So a man he did. It was a man that's like you. That was like, I feel like if you said it a little bit, he was like feelings.
Yeah.
Feelings. Men don't have feelings.
No,
Women have
yes,
feelings.
nigga,
I'm like,
I will pull up.
okay.
They
That's
are
what
very
I'm saying.
emotional.
But this is what I'm saying. He goes in with that, and it was a man saying the same thing. He did like this girl did. He was only calling in to say I disagree, maybe do it different. But then he talked to him just like that,
Like,
and
that
so
doesn't
I was
happen.
like,
That can't work.
like he basically shut up because he was like, the only alternative is for me to disrespect this man on his own show. So he invalidated him and then concluded it. And I just don't agree.
Can't call in. It would be too turned up. It wouldn't be nothing done. I wouldn't
Right.
hear what he's saying. He wouldn't hear what I'm saying. I'll be ready to find his location. Like, okay, somebody know where this
Correct.
is at.
Correct.
You ain't gonna talk to me like that.
On my mama.
I don't let my dad talk to me like
Oh,
that.
mom, I don't talk to
Let alone some
myself
other
like
nigga
that.
like
Your
that.
dad most definitely would talk to them.
No,
He
he
probably
say
would, but
that
you know
he
who his
say
son
the same
is.
stuff
Right.
and in a different way. That's why I'm
Yeah.
saying we've heard all it. Well, we
In a
have
different way.
all of this
In a
stuff
different
in a
way.
But
totally
you have
different
the
way.
wisdom and the logic.
Yeah.
I don't want my feelings hurt.
Right.
So
So
I'm
to
never
call in,
calling.
you're not gonna get no solution. To call in, to me, it should be for entertainment. Even if you call in and say I disagree.
I heard
Like-
a bunch of women say that they're going to call in just to go in on it.
Yeah.
But I mean,
And
at the same time, though.
She kind of did too. She kind of did, right? Who was that called in and just went in? I think it was
Somebody, yeah.
Shakana. But yeah. Anywho, so would you ever call into the show,
I don't know.
even for entertainment?
Right. I don't know. No.
Because I can see you doing it like when you be Becky at night and you be dancing after we had a lot of drinks. I can see you being like, that's her.
That's your alter.
You really, AJ?
What
My daddy's watching. Hi, Dad.
Oh,
No,
She be dancing like a white girl.
I wouldn't call him. I just have no reason to.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
And I already know how his approach is. He's
Right.
wild or whatever. It's just no point. And that's why I don't feel sorry for the women that call. I don't think it's. Why cancel him?
Never.
Freedom of
Notice
speech.
I never talk
You
about the
purposely
women that
chose
have
to do it.
called. I'm talking about more like in the comments. But here's the thing that I really don't like, and it's in the comments. I feel like I don't know what the goal was supposed to be, but it really turned it into a cesspool for Black men to unload their anger on Black women for all of these things that don't even exist. And I say don't exist, okay? Because when you would click on somebody's profile that would say, oh, what is size 12? If you're not a size 12 and you like this, you don't have the right to ask for X, Y, and Z. So I would click on their profile, motherfucker don't got no teeth. You stay in the sticks, like, sir, I would never come for you. Just to be clear, plus size women are women. Okay? I have very high expectations. You wouldn't be it. Okay? So don't make it seem like you're doing us a favor and like we're some foreign fucking alien because we're plus size. Like that makes no sense. It gave people like this power that behind a keyboard that they really didn't have. So to me, it essentially broke up what you should be trying to do. I think a lot of women, to your point, don't get open, honest, and direct feedback because their girlfriends do be like, girl, it ain't you. You a good woman. You a good this. That's in respect of a friend. I can only say that how you treat me as a friend. I don't know what you act like behind closed doors. So I'm not finna pump you up. I'm finna ask you, okay, you told me what he did. What happened before that?
Right.
Right.
What happened before that? Because that's
But
a
at the
double
same time,
standard.
there's some girls that you would look up with your brother.
But
think
you're
they're
telling that girl she's
Or
a good woman,
your
like
brother
you
is
said.
not going to find him attractive.
That-
Or you tell your brother,
that-
just like you, that they be
that-
ugly. And you got to catch him back like, he playing.
That part.
We know the real.
That part.
So,
Be honest. Be honest. And it's okay because
but it's not. Some women
What
can't
I'm-
take it.
but it's
Even
still
if you tell them a nice way, you're not that cute.
but you not
No,
being
I
able to
don't
take
think
it is
that
not
is.
my problem. If you ask me a question, if you ask me a question and I give you feedback, you've never treated me bad for the feedback that I've given. And that conversation say between you and I. And it wasn't on some anger type shit. If you
But
have
at the
given
same
me
time,
feedback,
we have a love connection at the same time.
I
But
treat
someone that-
everybody like that though.
I know,
Kasha,
but
you
it's-
don't treat people bad. Stop acting like you
No,
are. You're
I-
a whole nanny. You would never treat
I don't
nobody
treat-
like that.
I don't treat people mean. No. But if it's someone that I don't know,
You wouldn't
My
treat them mean.
I wouldn't treat them mean, but my honesty might be more blunt.
I think
It'd
she's a
be
little
quick.
direct. She is pretty
Yeah.
direct.
But direct. So okay, so
So
here's my thing. It's a difference between I hurt your feelings and your feelings got hurt. Your feelings got hurt
It
because
doesn't
it's
matter
something
if
you
it's
don't want to receive.
You know what I'm saying?
But you didn't hurt my
Regardless,
feelings.
hurt.
No,
Dead is
you
dead.
didn't
If
hurt.
somebody's murdered, actually, manslaughter.
Murder is different than dead. First
You're
of all,
dead.
no, murder is different than dead.
So with
But-
you, I can give you the sandwich, a positive, a negative, and a
But
positive.
if I ask a stranger
Somebody I
for
don't know,
honesty,
it's like, nah, you ain't gonna get a do, boo. I'm gonna keep on going, never gonna share again. I don't
But
want to hurt
she
her feelings.
but if
I'm not
she
gonna be
asked,
like, but you a good person, you have this. I'm not gonna go in.
as you should.
I'm gonna build you up. Asia, that part, you gotta
Right.
Okay.
you know,
Big
GPA
signal.
and a
Big
3.0.
signal. Makes a girl right.
Someone I don't know and just flat out no.
Maybe I'm used to it because I'm in HR and I've had like family that didn't treat me right. So I always made it a point to say I may hurt somebody's feelings by telling them the truth, but I'm going to even watch even in my truth, because it's only my truth. I'm going to try to watch what I say. And if they tell me that I hurt their feelings, I'm not going to come back with no, I didn't.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But I feel
think
like when you're on
women
a
are like-
platform though, Kasha, that's your business. So to your point, if it's a
This is
business,
good for him.
yeah, because guess what? All you gotta do is be rude to a Black woman. or treat her like she ain't shit.
It's just giving people what they want to the women that voluntarily call you.
But
There's no victim. It's not like you walking in the street. No,
they not, they not a
what number do
victim.
you think you are? Big zero. He doesn't do that. People are, I'm going to call Kevin Samuel. He just cut this one girl out. Let's see what he's going to say to me. And those women that want free airtime. There's other people that say, I don't want to be on video, and they have to pay, and he gives them counseling. So the ones that are on, they want a discount at the spare of their own feelings. And not how many people call them. You think everybody that calls the only people that call?
I thought he just picked the good. So is that show live? Huh? Is that show live?
Sometimes, yeah.
Okay, I thought he just picked the good ones.
No,
and then
they call. They hit somebody scanning. This person, whatever, and then that's how it goes. So it's you don't want to pay, and you're okay with being on live and okay with people. You're not a victim. Yes, but at the same time, me being with women,
a victim, but you a voluntary victim. Because here's the thing: I don't believe in victimizing a victim, and what I mean by that is that similar to me is this is how I try to think, especially as a business owner, because I want to do the right thing, and I'm really trying to work on being a good person. So I'm trying to think about things different, right? So I try to correlate it with us telling a girl because she went out in a short skirt that she had the right to be. Obviously on an extreme end, but if you keep that in your head, just because somebody allows you to treat them bad, does that make it any better that you're treating them bad? Because that's your character. That's what you got to answer for. So you're still wrong, but they might be a little bit batshit crazy for volunteering to step. I wouldn't step in that space. I wouldn't. If I went on his show, I wouldn't, because here's the thing, like this particular girl, even if you are trying to say something like, how was the 30% included for you, but it wasn't for me? He don't even let people in. Like he overtalks and very loud. So he don't even let you. You're not gonna get to prove your point. So going on there to like how the people would go on like to try to
those are the people that stand that wants to
prove him up. No, the ones that prove him wrong. Yeah, you're not going to. You're not going. He got the key. He got the button. He could put you on mute. He got all of that.
But it's bullshit. That's all bullshit. I'm gonna tell you why. That's bullshit because this is just men across the board.
Okay, but y'all carrying this shit up.
That's hitting like a motherfucker. It's bullshit because just men across the board. Men and their approach and their talk, how some of us talk to women. You are going to be ready to kill a nigga if a nigga talk to your mama, your daughter, or anybody dear to you like that. Any man talk to anybody dear to you, you're ready to kill. So that's hypocritical as fuck. You can't have it both ways. You can't say, oh, that's cool the way he talked to these hoes, and then if somebody talks to your daughter or your mama like that, you ready to go get the homies and go run up in a nigga house. That's hypocritical. I don't give a fuck.
So notice that was my question on the post when I aired the show. Like, I'm just wondering, since this is women, does it include your mama? And does it include your sisters? Because I'm just wondering if they're in perfect relationships and get all the best advice because they listen to you.
Right.
Because if women don't include them, to your point, don't do the shit.
Don't do the shit.
Because that's still your integrity. I don't think it's right. For entertainment purposes, that's a whole different part. If you're willing to call in and boost his ratings or watch every single thing and absolutely hate it, nobody's making you watch it. Nobody's making you call in. That's just the reality. You're not gonna walk into a gunfight, right? And I don't think people realize that. I think they think like, oh, if I'm not subscribed or something, that it don't count. Anytime you counts. Yeah, it counts towards their airtime. So blow it.
But my thing is, guys say that you wouldn't want your mom to be spoken to like that, or your daughter. You know them.
I'm allergic to pineapple. If I know
right?
Something.
So if you hear someone disrespecting Asia, the kind of woman she is, the caliber that she is, you'll be offended. But if there's women that you dated, that you know fucked you over, or your brother's ex, run up, right? Well, you know the quality of her. So my thing is, I don't think people should talk to anybody crazy. And I'm a female. I try to hold myself accountable, women accountable, like just all across the board. Throughout my adulthood, I can't even say my childhood, seeing my moms or my aunt or just women drinking wine, talking about heartbreaks.
Right.
They talk about men in a negative way. Nobody's like, oh,
I actually
don't say that. Don't say that to somebody's daddy. That's somebody's blah, blah, blah. as an adult, a guy would even comment on stuff on social media or just in a club, immediately a woman can be like, nigga, you broke, get out my face. Nobody will have an issue.
A woman
with
can
that.
say that?
Women have said
We
that.
ain't that.
Women
Okay,
have
so
said that.
we haven't been
You
around
ignorant.
nobody.
You're dumb. You're blah blah blah.
To be fair,
or he's ugly.
I never heard that before, and I'm grateful because
Yeah.
that's not okay. But I do believe that it happens. It has
I've
to,
seen-
because men wouldn't be.
Yeah.
making
So
stuff up.
women have been very honest. We have Kevin Samuel is one popular guy that
Mhm.
speak up for men from
Mhm.
their perspective. Some men, not
Mhm.
all.
Mhm.
Women have like 50 billion. There's so many
But
women on
they
there
be
talking
on
about
there-
relationships and what guys
To
ain't
be
shit,
clear,
what
I don't
niggas
like
need
them
to do,
either.
how they need to step
Everybody-
up,
Oh.
how he needs to pay
Just a
100%.
comment.
We have tons of that, and nobody's counseling with
Let's get to that. I want to do that
Yeah.
a whole set. Let's read this comment because I do.
I'm gonna answer this comment. So I don't know who this is. They name it on here. So it says cats don't really have that in them on average. Otherwise, that would already be happening. He was referencing when I said somebody would be ready to kill somebody if they talk to them. And he said someone already talked to or have talked to their mom, sister, auntie, and like that. And so that's cap. No, it's not.
No,
fucking
that's
cap.
not true.
It's not cap because don't mean the feeling's not going to go away. Some cats might not have the physically in them to go make action on it, but you're going to be pissed off. That's the point I'm trying to make. That's the fucking point I'm trying to make.
And if you grew up in the hood, yes, they did go.
A lot of them do have it in them, but even the ones that don't, they still they still got that feeling in them. Like I want to fuck you up, even if they can't fuck you up. You're still not gonna like it. That's the point. You're not gonna like it.
And you're gonna think about it more if that person
Exactly.
got a man that will step up.
Exactly.
Because I'm just gonna be honest, and I've said this before on my nonprofit channel, because I want my girls to hear that what we hear in the world is not what everybody goes through, right? So I've been plus size my whole life, and I swear, right hand to God, no man that has ever dated me has ever called me fat bitch. That hasn't come out of their mouth, not to my face. And even when I be like, I know I just made you mad, I'm all kind of bitches, I would never call you that. I know they lying. However, the point is, they didn't say it to me. I swear, I've never heard nothing like that from no man that I've ever dated. So it doesn't happen all the time. It's just not there. So for somebody like me, when I hear some of these things, I'm like, God damn, like that many people think like this is crazy, because how have I been around all of these people and I haven't experienced it? But that don't mean I'm going to act like it don't exist for somebody else. And that's where my other problem is. People act like because something hasn't happened to them that it's not real, and then they want to be on the other side, and that's not fair either. Yeah, don't do that shit. I don't like that. Like, if it's wrong, it's wrong, which is why I've always said I don't like how he talks, period. I don't give a damn who he was talking to. I don't like it. And to be clear, if that did happen, and I told one of my brothers or my best friend who is a male,
pulling up
on my mama.
Pulling up
on my mama. So no, every man is not okay with that.
No.
So yeah, no. And I've never even heard men around me talk like that.
Right.
Not even about ugly girls. The girls usually be like, you know, she funny looking, but I haven't heard that. And I think that that's amazing.
My cousins
Your cousins
are pretty blunt, honest, and just my family, period. Like I grew up, we clown our flaws.
They say to each other,
show
yeah,
love. We do it with
that's right.
We come in our circle with some rap.
Yeah.
Especially if you laugh.
Yeah.
Oh, you in it?
So you don't even feel attacked. Like I never heard it, but I don't feel attacked in their space.
My boy cousins are very honest and direct with me, and just how women are. And I've seen and heard social media, real life, women have these crazy, ridiculous.
What's one of the worst that you've ever heard? Because I know some that you
like
have heard.
That to
the worst expectation to a black man that you've heard a woman say, because it is real. And all women be talking about that's not true.
I've heard that. I think it's not super extreme, but I think it's ridiculous that some women expect men to on a first date to buy their outfit.
What?
And to pay for babysitting.
Wait, what? Excuse me?
And baby, what?
To buy their outfit for the date, to pay for their childcare. The first date.
I bet you they don't go on many dates.
For not no date.
I don't know. They could be capping. They claim somebody does. You know, everybody gonna say it. I know somebody does it. whatever, I think is crazy. And I get called a pick me a lot, but I have a ton of pick me. You have another show. That's like a woman. You know how people call them expense or whatever, like pick me. I'm just gonna agree with men, say whatever, so the men can like you. Like that is not my, flow at all, at all. If y'all know, at all. But I have tons of men in my family, and I've seen women dog them out. I've seen women do shady shit. I've seen women play games, and so, and just if I have a little brother that I love, I would not want him paying for a girl's outfit or a big outfit.
That's too much. That's too much.
You might as well go on that page and buy a bitch. That's like, no. That's, and I believe
if you can't afford it, maybe you shouldn't go.
Matt, I understand. There's some women that's out there to get money, not knocking you. There's women that don't want to be played or feel like they're giving up sex easily. They want effort. I totally.
So the women that want the babysitting and the outfit, is that because they plan on having sex?
That's what I'm thinking. Like they feel like it would be worth it, but they say no. They know their worth, and a real man would lead. From the jump. No,
a real husband leads. By the way, just to be clear.
So I can see if that's your man and y'all been in a relationship or whatever.
Right.
But
that's
just off top. All you said was hi and give me your number. You might have sent me a nude. Really, bitch? Like, block? It's too, and what is too many of us for you to be acting like that? There's too many of us.
Okay.
To act like that.
So thank you for saying that. So what y'all didn't hear, I got a question. So what Kevin Samuel's argument was, he asked if women give everything a man asks for and he doesn't reciprocate and get off the market, consistent sex, you have your partner, then what do women think the reason is that he wouldn't do that? That doesn't make sense. That's not really happening. So her answer was, I think it's greed. I think you go for this woman, you want her, but once you get her, it's so many options that you like, well, maybe I'm going to try this one and see if that one. And that's when he cut her off and was like, that doesn't make sense. That's stupid. If 30% are virgins, then no. If you walk in the room, a lot of men will respond if you said, I want to have sex, but women would not respond that way. And she was like, that doesn't make sense, because then how are so many men cheating and women do throw themselves at men? And he was discrediting that. You just said the same thing, though.
I think as far as, I don't totally agree with that statement. I believe in numbers. Mm-hmm. We can all go by our feelings and our own personal experience, but we're not even part of the 1%.
Right.
Too many out there. But if you go by numbers,
mm-hmm.
and there's 20 women to one guy, some of the women are going to be lesbian, some are going to be fat, some are going to be ugly, some are going to be broke. You know what I mean? So it's probably 3.
Yeah, that's what I say. You gotta cut
yeah. You're gonna cut it down.
These numbers be skewed.
Black but when you don't like black niggas.
That part.
So when you filter through, some of those women thought they was a good woman.
That part.
And they get X.
Right.
At the same time, everybody wants the best. But some people just don't be in their lane. Yep, everybody got a credit score. You got 500, you're not getting a mistake. And nobody gonna feel sorry for you. That's the same thing when it comes to work.
Well, I don't know about
but
that.
It was just simply based on sex. And here's my thing. I really wish we could do like stuff with real numbers. So I wish we could see like out of 100 women, if a man walked in a room, how many would actually sleep with that man? Because to your point, it's so many factors that they don't include in these numbers.
If he has money, I would say 80.
80%
of the 100
would sleep with him. Okay,
that's all we can talk about.
But I think
this guy going to club and throw money, they're sharing.
But he was on the reverse. Don't even know saying
that.
No. I'm like, that's impossible, because some of these niggas, no offense, y'all, but y'all don't. Okay, so I think that they get the one that they were shooting for. They fight for her, they get her. But when they cheat and do other things, they don't go through the hard work that it took to get her. You're not going for her again. You already got her. You going a couple steps down. So you definitely gonna get everybody that you go for. And he was saying, no, I don't believe that.
My thing is,
if you got money, like you said, yeah, you are.
But even guys that don't have money, I mean, there's
some
women that
just want a man.
Didn't have something. how can I say it? Men are not going to take you on multiple dates, most men,
Right.
without having sex or some type of sexual chemistry, right? Or whatnot. Men are sexual.
But
and
just
visual,
sex.
That's it.
It's supposed to be just sex.
But it's not just sex. That's
No, the
women
question was
use.
just
Men love sex. Period.
Right.
You offer it to them, they rarely gonna.
So
say
the
no.
question was just sex. That's why the woman
Never
was
gonna
like,
say
"This
no.
don't make sense." It wasn't dates. It was just sex.
No, some women would just have sex just for money. I know.
That's what we was saying. That's what she was saying. Like,
Women would go
yes, they
home with
would.
some guys if
Exactly.
he has money.
Right.
though.
So
So organized
they're
prostitution.
not just in it.
Organized
It
prostitution.
is. But I'm saying, but women are not just gonna be like, "Oh, he's fine. I'm just about to bless him off GP."
right.
Bless him with what?
Listen,
Whoa,
No.
bless him.
I try to
Some
use a
women
nice
think-
word, but yeah, I consider it a blessing.
I'm just tired of being
So
pussy being like the prize.
That
like,
part.
What
no,
the
I don't
fuck?
think
Like,
that pussy is the prize,
You know what I'm
but
saying?
but for guys, you go out, you want somebody bad, and you want to have sex. You want to hit the jackpot. That's how y'all act when you go out. If pussy's not the prize, y'all wouldn't go and throw dollars. Y'all throwing for other niggas, are you? No.
Y'all
Oh
don't
no. Sometimes I think
You're not. But I'm saying the guys that get
Sometimes I
that
think you do.
80%,
Yeah,
they go in the club, they're throwing money, they're not doing it to impress guys.
right.
They're doing it for women. That's why some guys that don't have money don't like going to clubs, or if they can't get a table.
Those are different. So you got to split the men up. So those type of men are those type of men. There's other men that are not on that side.
Exactly. So this is the part that a lot of people miss with Kevin Samuel. Kevin says, go for the average guy, the guy that's a construction worker, blue
Right.
collar.
Right.
He don't make enough. That's what the women tell them. I want
all
somebody
the
to me to
women
stay
is telling.
home.
I'm like, how you don't make
So
enough?
are we saying that all guys with money are like that though?
We're not saying that all guys with money that's like that, but if we can base Kevin Samuel off his social media appearance, what guys show
In the
on social
comments,
media.
that's what they be saying, brother. So they basically be saying, if it's a man, a high profile man, meaning if he makes a lot of money, don't matter if he's fat, skinny, ugly, whatever. If he make a lot of money, Asia don't have the right to even go for him because I'm not a size 12. Off top, I'm out of it.
No, that's not true.
That whole fucking part.
That's the cap because
I've dated men that
I
like
know
knock it off.
most men prefer women oversized plus size. So they won't say it on camera, but you motherfuckers.
That whole fucking part.
You niggas is
that
lying.
whole fucking part.
You niggas is lying.
These people ain't having kids by themselves.
No. So Kevin Samuel's not saying that plus size women. Because I consider myself plus size. I love Popeyes. Anyway, that you can't get a decent man, or you cannot fall in love, or you cannot get wife. Because we're dating in our lane. We're attracting those who like us. We're attracting those who genuinely want to be with us. These women ignore it. They have it and they let it go because they don't have the money. And then they call Kevin Samuel, I want the money. Tell me how to get that type of man. And that's when he comes with those things. Stand up, let me look at you, let me do. And then it kind of humbles them. You just trust somebody else that was decent, he was good, but he didn't make that much money. But because of that money part, you put him to the side. So let me humble you. The guy that you want is not even going to look at you. He's not going to love you. He might wife you. He's going to cheat on you.
Right. He might fuck you, but he ain't going to. Yeah.
Go get your body done.
Yeah.
Get the BBL. Get your love. Someone will run through you. You might get one, but you'll never be in love. Right. And he's saying, what's wrong with the average Joe guys? He's speaking up for the guys that do not make $200K.
But see, that's what I'm saying. How did that translation gets lost? Because by the time he gets to that part, people have stopped listening because you started out insulting the damn woman and not letting her finish.
I listen. I just that listening.
I only listen to
and we pointed out,
from her.
like, did you hear what she just said? And he throws their questions back at us.
One I listened to completely, and I actually posted it because that one was really bad. What was that one? I can't remember. I actually
don't watch him, and he's like, Kasha.
Yeah, that one, it was bad. That girl was, I think it was the eyelash girl because everybody was tripping like, oh, here we go again. Everybody sell hair and eyelashes. Like, what's different about yours? And she wasn't even putting her all into it, but she wanted to go get her and this top flight man. And I'm thinking myself, I think a lot of people disagree for different reasons, right? We was like, if you walk in the room, you couldn't even sit at a table with people like this because you don't even talk like that. You don't even have these experiences. All you're talking about is money, purses, and you literally stay at home with your parents. They pay for everything, and you got anything at your feet that you want, and you choose to sell hair and eyelashes. That's so typical. And it was nothing amazing about it. Like, it was nothing. And she couldn't answer any questions. That one, she deserved everything she got. Because that attitude, I do not like attitudes like that, again, from man or woman. She was horrible. I was like, I hit Kasha up like, this shit really exists.
So those
like,
are the women that he goes in on. And I think that's what make men like, yeah, they funny. The women don't get
that one. I get.
They get all the time. You can be a good guy. Good, nigga, you what kind of car you drive? What kind of? Not your heart, not your character, not if you love your family, take care of your. All that doesn't even matter. Do you have that type of? They can have a guy that's willing to love them, willing to marry them, but you probably have to go 50-50, or you probably have to live in Compton. You can't live in Hollywood. Another nigga pull up in a Range Rover, whatever. Have the image.
Say that again.
Share this the good guy. So when they call in for his advice and they say those things, I had a guy propose to me, but he just like, then you don't want to be married. You don't want to be in love. So you're looking for just money. You're looking for money, then you need to go by the superficial criteria. Turn your camera on. Let's look at you. And that's when women get offended. Like, no, I'm still good. My friends say your friend's lying.
But you can't.
He's not wrong. The whole thing is how he says
that part.
If he says like, look, if you want that type of man, or if you want that type of dude to get you, you're gonna have to make some improvements. You see the fake bodies or whatever. Maybe you got to go visit Dr. Miami, or it's the way. Like you're right. Yeah. But his whole, it seems like he go home and jack off to making women feel like shit.
Because
like,
it could be anybody. Like that. I don't think those are validated. But like this woman, she didn't do none of that. So why did you go off on her? We don't even know what her. He got off on the popularity of it. That was his money. It turned into entertainment. It was no longer about helping people. Let's just be clear. It wasn't. Because you literally given my concern with like this particular one, you gave an answer that was the exact opposite of what you just told this girl. So now you're giving an answer that's not even true, and you putting wrong information out there because it was wrong. And you literally just contradicted yourself, and now everybody's gonna go off of what you just said, and that's not right. At least if you're gonna go off, make sure you're right. That literally, it was a circus. And those are my ones that I'd be like, I can't even pull nothing out of it because
I'm biased.
Not right.
I've seen him give good advice. I've seen him go in on both. I've seen women, like I said, when these women are rejecting the guys, I doubt they're nice. I doubt.
No, you're right. But on the flip side, of that,
I will never be mean to nobody.
No, you don't.
We're not 1%.
You don't.
We can say that.
You don't.
Bitch, don't be telling these people I'm a part of the 1%. This is my show.
The 1% that's nice.
If I want to say I'm a part of the 1%. Period, because that's how I don't lie. We
didn't
say
what the 1% was. Each other.
However, however, though, on the flip side of that, you have to look at the guy sometimes too. So the good guy.
Okay.
Why are you going after these type of chicks? Money, like you gotta know. You know what that shit look like.
And a bad habit.
And even if you got everything together, but you don't got money. You can't go after these chicks that want money. Like, don't go after them.
They have that right.
However, the chick that's on there or not, they don't give that kind of energy. You know what I mean? They're like regular girls. They think they want love.
Right.
And some women, not all.
Why do they confuse?
We don't know.
If you're going for money, you don't want love. It's one.
No, this is it. A lot of women don't know what they want. A lot of women don't know themselves, and that's why some men get frustrated because women would say, "I want a guy that loves me, adores me, this, and this," and they get that. Then they get bored in the relationship.
Fact.
Then they start seeing shit on social media,
fast enough.
And they're like, "I love him, but I want him to do that."
Right? They want to change.
You can't get that from him. You know, you're not gonna get a push gift with $100,000 tied. And then they put those.
Everybody got to be real with themselves.
That part.
You got to be real with yourself.
And that's what his whole thing is supposed to be.
I can make him that. You cannot make him an NBA player. And that got like, no. So then they get bored and they're like, you know what? You're beneath me. You know, this is my level. And they reject that person. And then those guys get bitter and get mad. Those are the men that you see in the comments. Because they have been with women where they're like, I'm taking care of all the bills, but it's not enough. They don't want this small house in this area. They want the mansion. They don't want to just go to Vegas or San Diego for a weekend. They want to go to the Bahamas, the DR. You can't provide that.
But still,
them men in the comments be having 3 teeth. They don't be all of them.
And on top of that though, you will, a lot of these women you know, even if you're approaching women on social media or a dating app or whatever, a lot of these women are upfront with what they want. They're like, my love language is gifts. If you can't provide that, don't come. A lot of these niggas be trying to front.
You want to know the next thing they say? Fuck you, bitch.
Or the ones that keep up. They be trying to front like they got it.
Yeah, and then they get frustrated.
They get frustrated because they done went broke trying to impress this bitch.
But at the same time, that's subjective. Like some women want gifts, but gifts to me is canvas and paints. And
I don't think like that's what they mean.
You know, so some women say that's my love language. That doesn't mean money.
But some of them specify though clearly like.
But I have seen women.
Yeah.
And seen their inbox on there where there's like a guy is saying hello every other day. She doesn't respond. And then she posts her Cash App and the guy sends her money for conversation.
Shut up.
Yes,
I should be responding and telling these people that I do.
I don't know. I had a stalker before. I don't want that shit. Like if
our money ain't good money. My mom.
I ain't finna give my energy to nobody that I'm not interested in. Period. There's no point.
She didn't. All she did was send her
Cash App. That's an ego thing. But there's some women that post on there. If you want to talk to me, Cash App.
See, I'll block somebody.
That's so wrong.
That's some bullshit.
What in the world got
pay you to talk to you?
It's prostitution.
Fuck.
It's always been that way.
Pay you to talk to you?
Always.
But to talk.
I wish somebody would tell me to pay them to talk to them.
But
I'm about to spit on them.
But you're not
shit like that on my mama.
Okay, and somebody beat your ass for doing it to their sister.
They're trying to be mine.
And I'll be there to beat their ass.
Right.
Just
they
to
get
be
their
my
ass. I'm trying to be mine.
But my thing is, you're not finna. I hope not. God, I hope not. You're gonna mention your female like 80 times.
No, absolutely.
Exactly.
I'm not wasting that much time.
You guys are saying
they do.
In my like it's ridiculous.
I don't
never say anything.
I ain't coming back.
If you
bitch,
say
you gotta
hi,
reject me. Wants to reject me, I'm done.
Exactly, but some guys feel like I gotta put pressure. I gotta put energy. I gotta put.
They'll keep going.
You tell me no once, you ain't gotta worry about me coming back to your inbox, bitch. I'm gone.
There are guys that. What's your cat? This guy's like, what's your Cash App? I've never seen like that's just.
I just thought that was yeah. I got one right now. And after like 9,
and
so like 9 messages, I was like, I'm
get,
married. And he was like, I would have never gotten that from your profile. Nigga, go 3 rows down. It's right there. Like, no, you looked at my profile and you love me. I was like, right there. The shit is right there. Nigga, 6'7". Like,
but some women, they get that probably 1 or twice.
Right.
And that's their level now. Like, take that $30 and chill. That's $30.
Go get some Wingstop and shut the fuck up. All right.
Right.
Wingstop went up more than $30.
Then they start thinking, can I give this to any guy, or that's the standard? You know what I mean? Right. So it's some guys that are out there being simp that create this monster.
Yes.
And then they get mad and get frustrated when women are.
You set that narrative though. How do men think the rest of the relationship if you did move forward with this person?
Well, most of the guys don't want a relationship. Women are relationship and married.
But no, we see them in the comments where they be like, this is too much, or this needs to slow down. You just want me for my money, but you came at them with your money. So they want to keep up this lifestyle, the Gucci and the all of that you thought that you started them with this.
Yeah, but like I said, I've seen tons of women like, I don't want a man unless he can pay for a push gift. And they're not talking about a purse. You know, I want a man that can spend. They just want to travel nonstop, and they want to
go for that type of.
There's women that go get flown out, and they don't want to have sex, and they get mad at the guy's like, okay, find your way back.
Why did somebody get stranded?
I see the airport video. He was pulling her shit out of her bag. Like,
but I'm saying, so
if you're gonna do some stuff like that, ladies, PSA, you need to have money.
Have your
when
own
you
bread.
Act a fool, you gotta pay to do some of these things so that you can make moves in an instance. Because some of y'all are putting your life in jeopardy, like in real life.
It ain't worth it.
And you need to be able to get another room if you need to, get back home. Tell people where you are if you're doing stuff like this, because y'all think this shit is fun for shits and giggles, and it's really not.
I travel somebody with negative $2 in your bank account.
That part. You don't even know them like that.
I don't want to have sex with you, but I'm gonna go to a strange location away
from
my.
This is what I'm saying. Some tropical. I got on a string bikini. I don't want to have sex. I'm not gonna go out. No, bro, I would get my own room. Okay, you want to go? We could go as friends.
I got my honey from my own room.
That part. That whole part.
You know what I mean? Like, yeah.
You can be trying.
I don't want to deal with you. Like, I mean, I don't want to deal with somebody that just don't. They can't.
It's a negotiation.
Yeah. You can't convince me to do none of that. But at the same time, it's just that you're weird.
Where
You
do
want to go
people get
somewhere
the
with no
nerve?
bread out there, and you're not.
And you want to be selective?
You think your personality is that dope?
Come on.
Because you got an attitude the
Ain't
whole
nobody
time.
flying you out for your personality.
But for the men that do it and don't get some,
You don't have the right to put your hands on her.
No, you don't.
Leave her stranded.
back page on
Don't do
Craigslist.
that. What?
100 roses. Remember? 100 roses. You can get what you want.
Oh God. Okay.
It's something for everybody. I'm not knocking you, but it's just a right and wrong way to do it. Flying them out is the wrong way to do it.
Yeah, but don't get to Dubai and can't get home.
Well, I know there's a girl. She posted on my page, and she started like I don't know if it's a fans only or a Snapchat only fans, whatever. She ended up meeting a guy, and she was flown to Dubai. I don't know how long it was before she posted again. Maybe maybe two weeks. They left her stranded. She had a jacket and underwear and a bra on. She had to find a way to contact her family to fly her home. She got there, and it was just not that guy, but like 4 other men that were willing to enjoy her. She didn't know that. She thought she was going out just with that guy. She put to the house. I hope that wasn't the thing, but it was just like everybody get their turn. I bought you for the, and that freaked her out. So I don't know if anything happened there, and I don't know if she said no, and then they just like kicked her out and let her go, or if it went down and then they, yeah, I don't know. But that was her whole personality changed, and that just broke my heart. Like these young girls out there. Dubai is not that cheap.
And that's what I'm saying.
Not that expensive.
Not that
the dollar is
expensive.
strong there.
Nothing is that expensive for your safety and your soul. And that's what I was just talking about. Like the girl that got stuck out there. You mean to tell me you went somewhere on a one-way ticket? You didn't have the round trip ticket in your possession. Your people had a picture of that ticket to be able to check on you, knew what hotel you was going to be at. We travel like
information, but he took her somewhere else.
The one that
she went to a hotel in Dubai, and then he picked her up and he went to some house far out. And when
the one that got stuck and he didn't fly her back home. Not this particular one. The one that said
landed somewhere with Florida.
Right.
Girl, bye.
The one that said she went
somewhere
and she got there with the man.
Whatever that airline was, $80 back.
Right.
Greyhound.
Right.
No, she had to get her own room while she was there. Damn. The man didn't want her in the room no more, and she had to get her ticket back. So she was trying to get people to help her get back. But my thing is, again, if you didn't go to have sex, and let's just cut the bullshit. Why was you staying in the same room with this man for a whole vacation? Right. All we do is fuck on vacation. So knock it off. Right. That's first of all. Right. Don't do that. And then act like it was an insult that he asked.
Right.
I don't want to look at somebody other across the table from eating dinner at Tisbury.
Let alone on vacation. Yeah, feel me? I don't want you touching me. I don't want nothing like.
I want being under the covers with you.
No.
I want your feet touching.
No, I'm sleeping on the floor. I'm gonna sleep in the sheet.
I ain't
doing that. I'm not even getting comfortable.
Good.
Nothing. And then you didn't make sure you had a round trip ticket back.
No, she had it, but people can cancel that other half if it's on their card.
You could cancel the trip.
You can cancel their flight back. You can change it to say we're gonna leave at another date. I've done it many times for work.
I didn't even think about that.
Extra though. I
didn't even think. So you going out of your way to be evil? That's karma like a motherfucker. Now you put that karma back on you. I didn't even think about that because I was wondering how did she not have a way back? But I didn't think about
they buy round trip.
I didn't think about the cancellation.
So just like,
so your ego is bruised that bad that you would do that to somebody. So so men, I just want to throw it out there. You might want to think about it, especially black men, because y'all get put in prison for life for running a stop sign. If you leave a girl out there and something happens to her, you're responsible for that, right? Is it that serious? Okay. Or should you stop trying to do things before you should? You should slow down too, sir. If it's not time to be doing things, stop trying to show out like you got it when you don't. Because my uncle said, don't lend money that you don't have. Meaning if it don't return what you wanted to return, you're still okay with whatever happened. And y'all are not. Y'all are buying pussy, okay? And pretending like y'all top flight. No, you're not. And your ego was bruised. Stop doing it. How about that?
Buying pussy. You niggas is buying pussy.
Expensive at that.
They've been doing that since the beginning of time.
But they could have went to Figueroa. They didn't have to go to Dubai.
To be pretending.
No, he was
to be
there.
pretending.
No, he was there.
I'm talking about the one that
You talking about the other guy that flew to?
It's been a couple of them.
Gonna fly over the Hope.
The girl that got stuck. What is it?
Where did she get? I'm trying to think of the one that was super funny.
With the All-Star Weekend or something.
All-Star Weekend.
Somebody, a girl did a GoFundMe to get back home.
Oh yeah, I heard about that one. Oh my god.
I'm like, is that expensive? We do that.
We do that type of shit regular. Or we don't, if we don't have the money.
Period.
I can home these couple noodles real quick.
And be happy.
I've been one for you.
I'm not, yeah.
I've been one for you.
What somebody spends on me has never made me happy. What they spend, what they do does. But what they do, to your point, it could be remembering to bring me all flats and they there when I get there. It could be lip gloss. That was one of my gifts one time. A bag full of lip gloss that I love.
Like somebody who love them, anything they do is good.
Anybody that do it, when you're just grateful, period.
I mean, when they do grand gestures, who doesn't like that? That's fine. I think
some people don't though. No, some people.
It's sort of in my African movies. I ain't got to say it yet. Hold on, let me say it. As I say it all the time. In my African movies, this girl had got a car from her husband.
You love them shows. How you understand? Okay.
That's what my mom.
I speak American.
So
we ain't talking about coming to America. Only Africans that I love.
They do, but it's just different. But I picked it up since I've been watching it. Anyway, whatever. Anyway, a Camry pulled up, and she walked.
A camel?
Camry.
Oh, I was about to say
something. It's walking around camels and shit.
I would be happy if I got a camel. No. Oh. So the Camry pulled up. It was brand new. She walked around that car, and she was like, "How dare you think I'm gonna drive this?" And cussed him out in front of everybody.
Ooh.
The girl cussed her husband out for getting her.
Wait, her husband?
Her husband.
So that'll be Tay Diggs. Right away.
Yes. It's a show though. Because in real Africa, women don't be that free like that.
Oh yes, ma'am, they do. There's some that do and some that don't. Yeah, they have lost their damn.
Cussed them out for buying a Camry.
Yes.
Divorce right on the spot.
And here's the thing: he was like, "I bought."
Oh, I would divorce. Right.
Oh, I absolutely would.
Absolutely would.
Because you just set the tone. That was like their spot. He bought that car just to buy her car. Like it was 5 other ones over there. He was like, "We already have every other kind of car. Those are our cars. We're married now." And she went the hell off.
My divorce.
Boom.
Take this. My divorce. Boom. Right away.
I'm like, people are really money hungry. But remember, in Africa, you're separated by class. So when you, like, she was like, "How can I drive that car and this is my house?" And or whatever. He was like, "We have other cars. Like this is the sixth car." Just as I just want you to have a new car. I want a brand new car. Now that you're my wife, I want a brand new car. Just that's it.
Yeah,
it's like going to buy her a bike. Like it was.
I didn't think she didn't have nothing in the head.
Exactly.
Right.
And he bought her. Camel.
You got a camel in, right. Then okay, you got some legs right there. Man.
But you can't have business over there that you come like you being funny today?
You being funny today?
And he gave her thousands of dollars for makeup.
Gave her what?
Thousands of dollars for makeup. Like she has some.
That bitch makes bleach her skin. $1,000.
What you need $1,000 in makeup for?
Because she needed a kit.
What kit?
She got bad skin or some shit? Like her skin fucked up or something?
I didn't ask her.
But $1,000 for them is different.
It was thousands. But makeup, to be clear, makeup is very expensive.
Buy motherfuckers? Who we talking about?
Africa.
Oh, but, African motherfuckers.
And a lot of money. For their, like one of our dollars is like $800 for them.
It's half. Yeah, it's half. So they say, but no, it was thousands. No, it was thousands US. So I'm translating it into the money that it was. So 6,000 US. It was millions. Yeah, right. Yeah, it's half.
One of our.
But the point is, why are you asking?
Are we still here?
You don't have. So you don't have connections.
1,000 is $1 million.
So
you
go
to Africa with 1,000.
Yeah, it's basically double. But you see why I said I'm about to build a house in Africa? Okay. Yeah, and a school. But
They're good contractors.
I'm gonna be like,
You build Staples Center out that motherfucker.
period.
First storm, it's mud.
When I and we need the fucking camel to get out.
You be calling
Man, right now, I'm gonna watch
I don't know, but
that shit.
they're very money hungry. It's very awesome.
Hell.
Maybe
I
it's
do
expensive.
want to buy it now.
I am gonna buy an African.
It's totally
I
different
already
out
looked up the
there
houses.
with buying.
I'm very afraid though. The more I watch stuff,
Like
I'm gonna need security and everything.
old girl in the house.
I'm
She
gonna
was
be
doing that,
bougie.
and they just took her money.
Yeah,
She
see,
just
I'm not
did it.
marrying there.
No,
No,
for the
don't
house.
tell me.
No,
You don't
trying to
tell
get a
me.
house and-
When they took her bread.
Yeah, but they tell you that in any when we went to Turks and Caicos, and out there they took us. We always go into regular area, and it was houses being built, and we were like, oh, how much are they? And the sign said $25,000. Now this house was immaculate. They was looked like mansions, and we was like, all we have to pay you is $25,000. So we was gonna get one. They was like, yeah, but you're gonna need to fly over here all the time.
My gosh.
You know, because that one over there, somebody paid for it, and they built it while they was here, and then they stop when they leave. And then over there, like, you got to get your furniture sent. They don't have furniture stores like regular
You
size.
can get it maybe, but it's very difficult.
Yeah.
To do a residency, and the flights is ridiculous, and it's like 3 days.
I
to
just
get
don't
here.
want to. It's the. I don't.
3 days.
So we get back to Kevin Sam. Do you have any?
27. We are
Yeah.
talking about gold diggers and how he got a valid point.
Yeah. So the women that reject average men that genuinely loves them and willing to provide to the best of they're trying to get them 100%. They rather go for the 1% of Black men that makes $200K or more, and those type of men want a particular type of looking woman. So from his standpoint, if he's telling you how to get a high-end man, he's dealing with football players, he's dealing with.
It's reality though. I need people to stop being
So that's what I mean.
unrealistic.
Women are unrealistic.
They want
They
to
hear their girlfriends like, "Oh, girl, you bad, you cute, you beautiful."
All that bullshit.
But your level, your level is 6.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Stick to the
Not
6.
10.
Right.
But
In
we
that
tell girls
space.
like, any man.
But here's
wants
you might be a 10 in this
Lucky to
space,
have you, girl.
but in this
Fine like
space
a
you are
motherfucker.
leave him. You can do
Right,
better.
right.
And they can't do better. They
You
just
leave the
single at
prize and go get some
that.
bullshit.
And then your friend sitting over there with your man and you wondering why.
Right.
And I have to
She,
wait till
girl, she
party.
set you up. She set your dumb ass up.
Oh my mama.
Or they gonna say, I'm single by choice.
Right.
You single because your options
Lies.
Yes.
ain't what you
Your
want.
options ain't what you want.
And what you want ain't choosing you.
Right.
That's a harsh reality. So I don't think Kevin Samuel is wrong in that aspect.
No.
Yes, he
Not
comes
an
off
aspect,
harsh.
no.
Yes, he comes off real. But I'm pretty sure these women
You have to know
aren't
that.
being kind and nice and gentle when they reject
That's
these guys
facts.
that don't
No, that's
understand.
facts.
They're gonna be like, "Shit, get your broke ass out of here."
Right. Exactly.
Nigga, what kind of car? What kind of
Facts,
job?
facts.
I've seen it a million
I'll be
times.
afraid a man was
That's
gonna slam my face on the ground. Because
Like
you
what?
talk to men certain
Well,
kind of
no.
way.
Sometimes this is via DM.
We know to do it.
Oh,
You know what I'm saying? They're live. It's the DM,
Oh.
social
They
media, or
doing
maybe
they doing
through somebody
but
else.
they doing
Like,
it,
you know
but
what
they
I'm
do it
saying?
in public to like the little average
That too,
Joes, nutty
yeah.
niggas that ain't
Yeah, they ain't gonna finna do shit.
Hey, Miss Ma'am,
They
remember Martin?
Come on.
I'm hearing that drink.
Right.
Miss Ma'am, if you
Just-
take me, those are that.
You
That's
do
what
that
they
to that
do.
type of nigga. But you
But
ain't-
there's guys that I rejected at the gas station.
Yeah.
They are aggressive. I mean,
Of course.
someone told me
why
that
is gas
I can
stations
rape
so
you right now.
aggressive?
Nobody would say something. I can't have your number, and I'll pretend like I have a man.
They
So
don't care.
fuck him. You can't have a friend. This, and this. Or I can't close my door. Give me your number. Gave him my fake number. This nigga called it right there. It's just creepy. So sometimes you be like, okay, follow me on social media. You be nice. You let it.
Yeah, to make
These
it
guys
all
are
sense.
aggressive, and
That's facts too.
they
Niggas is
don't
aggressive.
take no
Yeah, they don't tell that
Take-
part.
for an answer.
You respectfully decline, and you still a ugly bitch that ain't
I
got
be
you.
called an ugly bitch
Yeah.
or
How did
whatever.
I
Yeah,
become
too,
ugly?
I'll
All
knock
of a
you out
sudden?
right now.
Knock
You want
you
to
out,
knock me
bitch.
out?
Just because I said no? God damn.
Right. So
Right.
sometimes it's safe to just, when I was in a relationship, he's like, just get the number.
Yeah,
When we get to the house, block it.
right,
That's it. I'd rather come home safe.
right.
It's not that deep. The guys be like, can I pump your gas? No. Can I pay for your gas? No, I have a man in this. This is kind of holler. I'm trying to get this. Or they pull out money like, no, I'm good. You can't even reject, some of them.
Especially once they start with money. it's like that ego is different.
But it's just crazy
It's
because
very
guys say they hate gold diggers, but that's the first thing they go to.
And that's my complaint. If you
Shit.
lead with money, why are you mad that she wants that?
That's true.
You live with that. That's what your appeal is. Just like a woman, if you lead with being blowjob Betty, don't be mad if that's what the main thing that he wants
Give
from
me
you.
that head.
That's what he pulls you in for. Okay? I'm saying. You better not ever get tired. Okay?
Don't get the head tight. Keep it up.
Just saying. You better get a doctor's note.
Kevin Samuels would say, you guys had an opportunity to have love, and you rejected it because
Or he possibly can't see
heavy.
around you.
Right.
He's too short.
He
didn't have this.
little dick.
Yeah.
How you know that from Jeff?
They say that on
that ain't my experience.
They say that?
Mm-mm.
How do you know that from looking at somebody?
No, they fucked them
They're
already.
not being in a relationship with them. They're
Fucked them
not
already.
satisfied.
They done fucked
Oh, so they let
But
him
now
go.
they guys send pictures.
guys send pictures.
They send pictures saying hello.
No, I had somebody.
I feel so violated.
But sometimes we do send it in the girls chat. I
I
had
heard about that. I be laughing like niggas be dick
Yeah,
in the
some
group
dude
chat,
was like,
playing with shit, ashy dick
the deep-
ass nigga.
no the deep, third eye niggas is the worst. Soon as you Grand Rising, soon you see they got a dick by the unk in the remote in this.
What?
To try to show how
you
the
long
size.
it is.
Put the dust to a remote.
Just try to.
Open and Sick is my favorite. I was touching the soap dish.
Wait a minute, what? You bullshitting on a sink?
Are you?
Put it away.
Oh God!
You bullshit. This is real?
With the lotion bottle,
You bullshit. Maybe measure it.
ankle dash. Use it, nigga. Use the lotion.
Put the lotion on the motherfucker.
Oh God! Oh God!
But wait.
Or some of them don't know they small. And they be sitting like, oh.
No, that's a cap. Niggas know they small. Fuck that.
No, they really.
You could be in denial.
I've
You know
heard
what small is,
a guy
nigga.
that's small, like, don't fit on me.
No, he's in denial. He's delusional. That's delusion right there. You can't tell me you don't know what.
You
No,
should say. You should say
can't
what
tell me
kind
you don't
of
know a midget when you see it. You know a fucking midget when you see it. You know that's a small motherfucker. You don't watch pornos before. No, fuck that.
No.
You don't watch pornos before and seen pornos. You know your dick is small. Nigga, stop playing.
Women stroke egos.
Get the fuck out of here with that.
You're killing my kidney. I won't be able to pay.
But
Pay
that,
your own rent.
wait, but that's
Pay your own
see,
rent so you can stop lying like
I guess, but that's cap. Like that's not even how it really
you
goes.
still consider.
If you really that nigga, and that's not how they talk. You're hitting my kidney. No one's
Really?
fucking
That's how
saying.
they talk.
They don't fucking
like
talk. They
this.
fucking scream. The hell? They
Scream?
They screaming and yelling and hollering and complaining. They ain't talking about you're hitting my kidney. Oh, I got to no. They're
I do not want any sex.
I'm just saying. If you really that nigga, if that's what's going on, that's not how they're expressing themselves. They're capping to you, nigga. Stop. At first they're complaining, and then midway through the session, by the time they get used to it, if you that nigga, then okay, then. But stop playing. Like you, come on, bro. We too. I'm 39 years old. I know when somebody capping.
The large one, they ain't no one section. But
Come on.
but that's
Couple
why
2,
some
3
guys
years.
don't know their size. But like you said, they watch porn.
You know what the fuck it is.
I'm
Delusional.
And porn, they be like,
Right.
no, all the porn they watch,
Come
Big
on.
D.
Come on.
And
Right.
Come on, bro. But you don't know your shit is half
Right.
his size and you don't know your shit small.
Right.
Stop playing.
You can
bro.
tell her
Stop
she
playing.
fat.
Maybe
but you
she
can't
got
pick up-
walls.
But you can't pick up on the fact
Walls that
that
he can't touch, and he knows he can't touch them. Trust me. Listen, women talk enough. You fuck enough women. They talk enough, and they talk about these other niggas. So I hear about a lot of you little dick ass niggas. I hear these stories, and the shit is
his
hilarious.
sisters, we don't do that.
No, not my sisters, but I hear these stories about these niggas, and these niggas know they dicks is small. Trust me, they
You
know
can't
they dicks is
see?
small.
You
Trust
can see, like, that's like me saying I don't know I'm fat. I'm okay with that word, by the way. You can say that bitch and I'll be offended. I'm okay with that. You can't tell me that you don't know
A
that.
spade to spade. man.
You can't tell me you don't know that. You know what the average is, because I'm supposed to know the average size of a one. You don't supposed to know the average size of your own dick.
Well, that dicks are different from vagina.
Average size.
Like
I
average,
said-
we're 4 inches or
No. What's the
But
average?
there's some women that are
People
deep
put
that
it-
don't have the back. I've heard. Well, guys say they can't
No,
get
that's
the
still
back.
not what I said.
Wait,
But right, what?
There's some women that like, oh, I'm so deep, whatever. And there's guys that saying that they don't have walls or they can't hit the back.
And
No,
women don't have
see,
walls?
that's what you just fucked up at. They can't hit the back. No, them is a little.
If you know the answer,
motherfuckers.
put
What
the
are you talking
answer in the
about?
comments what the
I
average size
never-
of a penis is.
Wait, what?
The average size of a penis is what I was talking about, and you just told me about the abyss. So
No, I'm saying we don't. Is there an average size?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's like 5 or 6. They say.
yes,
Oh.
yes, there's that.
That's what it's like.
So then women are 4. Then everybody should be happy. That's gonna
You
push
would
the
think
back.
so.
Women ain't for it.
That's what she just said. She just told
I
me
just
about
said that. You said it's impossible.
No. I didn't say it's impossible. What I'm saying is a lot of niggas that complain about that shit. They be lying. They be the small ones. A lot of niggas.
Oh.
I said this on another thread. There's no such thing as loose pussy. There's no such
You
thing.
did say that.
There's no such thing as loose pussy. The niggas that are saying a bitch is loose, your dick is small, nigga. There's
Now,
no such
and
thing.
that's
as
what
loose
for me. I say some women do have
No,
know,
I
loose vagina because
no, I fucked about
No.
70 bitches in my life, and I've never had loose pussy in my life. Not one person.
Okay,
that
I
I fucked-
wasn't ready for that.
I'm sorry about that.
really.
I'm just being
Wow.
transparent.
make yourself.
I've
I'm
never,
saying for some women that don't have their walls, because there's some
How
women.
do you not
Never.
have your
No.
walls?
never.
Yes, but you
I've
met some
never-
decent chicks. I know
All
chicks on
70
there
of
that want that hand a nigga gloves so he can put on his arm.
I've never had loose pussy in my life. I don't know what that's like. Never.
They said, I can't stand it.
I have never ever
There's women-
experienced it ever.
Right? Because you're not into kinky. You're not going to attract those type of women. But I'm saying there's women that have dildos the size of that bottle.
That's different.
No, we seen them in the yeah.
So I'm saying there's women that
Yes,
So they
those.
use those.
That's a
Them
small
type of
percentage.
chicks.
That's a
That
small
part.
percentage of them. I'm talking about the average. I'm telling you.
We're talking
Being-
about averages.
Right. Having sex with so many women, I have never in my life felt loose pussy. Now I've had bad sexual experience because the chemistry was off, because she was complaining too much and this that. Other
complaining
reasons.
too much because I'm dying.
I'm saying it didn't. No.
That's why some women don't have
No,
balls.
listen. I'm complaining. I'm saying it didn't. Our chemistry was off. I'm saying it didn't work. You were displeased. I'm displeased with your complaining. That experience is bad.
But how you had so you had chemistry before the sex? And then
Yes.
the sex you went.
Yes, because if you get in some shit and maybe your size is too much or whatever, you're not making her wet enough or whatever it is, your chemistry is off. So sexual chemistry is off. So that's a bad sexual experience. As far as having the pussy loose, I've never experienced loose pussy in my life.
But you
Never.
experienced the dryness.
Yes,
If you
dryness
have,
or
put that in the comments.
if you have, and don't do that because you'll incriminate yourself. You're gonna send yourself got a little ass dick because there's no such thing as loose pussy. If you got loose pussy, your dick is little. Period.
Yeah, so
Okay.
guys been saying that the women have so many mileage on them.
No, that don't mean a
And
You
motherfucking
have one
thing.
kid and you
That don't
talking
mean
about, oh,
shit.
she used up.
My
already.
thing
That don't
is,
mean shit.
guys, but they say for women if they want to marry, and I have to keep that in my mind because there's too many guys that's paying for prostitutes that just fuck somebody.
That's
And
what I'm
be
saying.
lying.
That's what I'm saying.
Kevin Samuels
That's
admitted
what I'm
that.
saying.
Men be paying for it.
Yes, they do. That's what I'm saying.
And he said
So-
it like it was nothing. Why? That's what we do. I was like,
Yeah, he was saying that, but he's saying it to women that want money. You want to go to the
no, he told that to the boy, to the man that was saying he was 30 and is still a virgin. He was like, where are the men in your family? What do you mean you haven't been to a whorehouse? That's
No, but
what you do. And I was like,
you been to one?
A whorehouse?
Yeah.
Fuck no. For what?
they don't have them like in the
No,
South.
no.
He was
I
from
don't care if
Texas.
they did have them. I'm
Yeah,
not doing
the
that.
guy that was
shit.
calling was
The
from
fuck?
Texas, and he was like, how your uncles haven't took you? Like, that's
So
what
you
happened.
got 70 bitches off top.
I'm just saying, I will never ever have to do that. Like, I can have no bitches right now, and I can go out somewhere and I'm fucking tonight. I don't have to
Period.
do that shit. I don't have to go to no whorehouse.
Guess he
What the
told you.
fuck?
told me.
I will
He
never pay
told me,
for it.
never mind my
In
business.
case-
I don't want the rest. I want the rest.
In case
You know what I'm saying?
you
Get
had one.
the fuck out of here. Hell no. I'm gonna
But-
go out and meet somebody tonight and I'm fucking.
But there's some.
Y'all, you
Jesus
see why
Christ.
we have a contract, okay? Because I'm not playing with him. I'm not playing with him. I don't want nobody knocking on my door talking about
But this
is
is my
your
thing.
brother hiding
You
under
gonna
your
go
bed
somewhere and
now?
you smashing? Are you spending money on these chicks or are you just giving it up?
I'll go to dinner. You gotta spend something.
Okay,
You know
so
what
I'm
I'm
saying, so you're gonna go to the club afterwards, y'all go to IHOP.
No,
Oh,
see, I don't even like IHOP. See,
What's open after the club?
you're right.
Nigga, you ain't
I
going
don't-
to
see, I'm
Brooklyn
not
after
going
the
to.
club?
See, I'm not going to the club. I'm damn
You
near
gonna go to
40.
like a bar?
You know what I'm saying? We about to do some chill shit. We ain't about to do all that bullshit. So, You know what I mean? Like we're not about to do all that bullshit. We're not about to do all that bullshit. We're not. And then go to IHOP at 3. I'm asleep at 3 o'clock in the morning. Okay, I'm not going nowhere.
So you meet a woman at a bar, wherever, and then you have sex that night. You don't spend any money. You don't do any.
That's the difference. So that's the difference. I don't go out with the intent to meet somebody and fuck. See,
it just happens.
Yeah,
but it fall on your lap.
So when I want some pussy, I know exactly what to do to go get some pussy. So I'm on a mission that night. I know exactly what to do to get some pussy.
What you do to get the pussy?
That part.
What I do to get the pussy?
So you proving Kevin Samuels is wrong.
No.
Men could do it too.
It's not just women. Kevin Samuels is wrong because I don't have to.
That's what I'm saying.
So when you go out those nights that you go out to get pussy, and you, of course, you have a standard. Of course, you have a standard, but it's starting getting late.
Right.
You're gonna go for one with the close one eye.
I might.
I might. No, because guys gotta get on. But he tells the guys, but guys gotta get on smash ugly female.
And ugly is subjective, by the way.
And ugly, they be having some.
But the ugly ones, they slut you out.
No, they gonna suck you dry and eat some lunches. You like Drake.
I'm grateful for y'all because I know all that
whole part.
I got asthma.
Yeah, no, they got asthma too. They be doing the shit still though.
You know they got asthma.
Yeah.
They wheezing.
Yeah, they wheezing. Go ahead and keep on wheezing.
That's why they put on no makeup today.
You know what I'm saying? Like wheeze on it. I want you to wheeze on it.
No, I've known some that are. I have some. Let me know it's real.
Right. Let me know it's real. Look back and tell me it's real, man.
I've had some hard on the eyes friends. That's That's from Malcolm X. Remember? Part of my eyes. But the sexual experience that they had, when they just wild, like, you did what? He did what? You did. I can see why.
I could definitely see it.
But they still do it. Like, I would deny it.
That's who everybody's getting cheated on with.
And they be getting very handsome.
That's who everybody's getting cheated on with. Let's just keep it 100.
Because they be the freak.
Because
you gonna get a whack one.
Here's the thing too that you have to admit: if you are not ugly, if you have things going for yourself, there's a lot less things that if you don't want to do something, you can easily be like, I'm not doing that shit. Because guess what? I could love you and I could want to be with you. But if we are not aligning, like Ron said, and it's something I completely don't want, nigga, if you leave, there is somebody else. You're not my one and done. Not that you can be replaced. Not that I'm so amazing. I could just go get somebody. That's not a cocky thing. What I'm saying is in your head, you're not feeling like, well, when is somebody else gonna come around? Or this nigga been consistent, so let me do this. Those ones that get dealt with like in the middle of the night, if they are with somebody's husband, even or some, it's ugly dudes that do it too. They now have somebody consistent. They are now in a relationship with you. They not gonna tell that man no. They not gonna tell that girl no. They gonna dish that money. I'm
bad. Don't tell the women. Don't tell
them where I put it.
Yeah, I need to shot a clock. We gotta. This shot.
I can take that one.
This one right
shot
here.
A clock.
Shot them.
But that's what gives some of these women. They're not that
their ego. Hello.
And they be like, oh,
and they get beside themselves. Oh, because that's filled up.
You ain't even sipping like me and Kasha.
Kind of friend that I am.
Yeah. Thank you.
Well, you know, the kind of friend that ain't got to drive. She's got to go in there and go to sleep.
I do that regardless.
You do that?
She would always for me.
I don't know because Kasha never
we have to toast.
That I show up to. So
I would like to toast to everybody staying in their lane and being honest with themselves and receiving good feedback, especially when you ask a question. People have the right to tell you their version of the truth. You accept it or you don't. Move on if we're being a pussy though. You ask.
Strange.
Accountability.
Strange, y'all.
I'm just saying.
Now,
so, how we like to wrap up? Yeah, that usually happens to me. So how would we like to wrap up? We would like
in the future. Where should women go for honest advice?
Your friend.
No.
Huh? No, we got them. No.
You don't got
honest advice.
I really don't think that other women can give advice on what men want.
I can give you.
What men want.
I got you.
Oh, what men want.
I got you.
I'm sorry.
So you have to. So women have to. I know this is hard to find because, like you said,
I have a male best friend.
I was just going to tell you.
Yeah.
But if you can find a man that don't want to fuck you,
go to your
that are willing to be a best friend with you, they will give it to you. They have no interest in sexual interest in you, and everything is platonic. those are gonna be the most honest motherfuckers for you. For sure.
Again,
Hard to
man,
find that.
It's hard to find that, but they out there.
they are out there.
I got a lot of
Ronnie
fe- I
tells
got-
me the truth.
I got a lot of female friends. For sure. Sure.
And if I ask a direct question,
I'm gonna give it to you.
actually, almost everybody around me will tell the truth.
Yeah.
Because here's the
We have
thing:
an honest
I don't ask,
squad.
do I look? I don't ask, am I fat? I ask, do I look fatter in this?
In this.
Yeah.
What does this look like from the back? And by the way, I got my own mirrors. Ask questions that make sense
No,
too.
size.
Because I'm just saying, I don't desire to be skinny, so I'm not asking that question. What I'm asking is, do this look okay? Okay?
Am I
Sometimes.
scared?
That's all I'm saying. Ask questions that you're ready to hear the answer to as well. Because, like I said before, you could think in your heart that you're doing everything right, but it's not being executed that way or received that way. You know, one of the things I shared that was really bad for me is that I go silent. But I go silent because either I'm thinking or I'm just doing something else and I'm not being present, or I feel like silent is better than me cussing you out because I'm not going to have a filter and I love you too much to do that. That's some feedback I had to accept, though, that people was pissed. But I had to ask because I noticed people was changing. I'm like, why are you not saying nothing? And to be fair, they should have fucking said something because I say something. But be prepared for the feedback. It's not about you all the time. How is it going to be about you in a relationship? It's about how the other person receives it. So if the end goal is to get what you want, you got to be willing to change some things, especially if I desire to show Kasha that I love her and everything that I'm doing, that I'm used to doing, she's telling me I don't feel love, then my next question needs to be, what else? What should I be doing? What should I stop doing and what should I be doing? Because my goal is to love Kasha. Right? That's the end goal.
Excellent job.
That's why people
We
Well,
extra
like that.
happy.
don't I?
She
'Cause
pose.
won't he do
But
it?
I think some people, a lot of people, don't know what they want. They don't know themselves.
Yeah.
And that's the first step of love. You have to deal with the inner work of your shadows, your
Your
flaws, your
trauma.
childhood trauma,
Mhm. Your
all of
triggers.
that. So I can't unheal people, expect other people to heal them and love them to a point where they don't feel the hurt, the rejection, the trauma. They want them to make up for what the last person did.
Not
They
fair.
want to make them comfortable with their flaws instead of trying to improve.
Yes. Say that again.
And comfortable with their flaws instead of improving.
That's not love.
I believe
If that's true.
for
love.
me, I approach a relationship or dating not about what I bring to the table or
Friendships
who I
and
am
family too.
or how cute I am.
Mm-hmm.
What do you require?
Mm-hmm.
Because I can think
How
you're
will I
fine,
make
I
you
think
happy?
you're attractive, but I need to know if I can offer you
Mm-hmm.
what you want to be satisfied. Unless it's just a sexual thing, then none of that stuff matters. But if I want a relationship, then I need to know what turns you on, what makes you happy. How can I make you happy when you're sad?
What are your
How can I
triggers?
comfort you when you're stressed out? If money is an issue, what can we do to make it feel like the relationship is good or life is still good?
Mhm.
And can we be happy poor? Can we be
That's an important one.
Yeah.
Well, it's
Can we
it's-
be
it's-
happy poor?
It's more simpler. It's more simpler.
That was
Not that I want to
it's-
be poor.
It's
but-
with men.
No,
and
but
women
that's a very
on
valid
both sides.
question.
On both sides, though, it's like you have to know that. How do you want to be loved?
Yes, your
How
love
do-
language.
So, right.
Your
So
love
people
language.
call it love
We talked
language.
about that.
Yeah, we talked about that. So it's
Mhm.
how do you want to be loved? So you could think as a man or a woman, damn, I'm a bomb ass woman, I'm a bomb ass man, I do this, that, this, that, this. So if you the type that you work, you do this, you rub feet, you do this and that, all you cook dinner, all that. Those are all great qualities for people that love that.
Very nice.
If a woman don't care about all that, but she likes that you bring her flowers and she likes that you take her to the spa and she likes, and it don't have to be big gifts. People say gifts. People
Public
think
affection.
it's
Right.
vacations.
Yeah.
If a woman likes gifts, period,
Mhm.
none of that good guy shit that you're talking about matters to them.
Nope.
So you're not a good guy to them.
Mhm.
So everybody got to be real with what way do you want to be loved, men and women. What way is your love language? You have to go after what your love language is. If it's not that, I don't give a fuck how fine they is, whatever they got. If they're not loving you, like you're not going to be
You're
fucking
not
happy.
fulfilled.
And you have to also ask the question when it comes to men and women. I might not saying I do. I might like trips, right? But that might make you feel used.
Right.
And that's not my intention.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
So you have to say what makes you feel used or unappreciated,
Right.
or
That part.
what
Right.
makes you feel like it's just a financial transactional
Right.
relationship instead of a genuine one.
Right.
Because I do like gifts, but I do want the love. I do like trips, but I can sit alone with you and
I like
just
the
be
trips
bored
because
and not, yeah.
But
But some women, when they come on, like, oh, I'm going on vacation, the guy's not going to shoot a user, but she really not.
But on top of that, is if it's reciprocated. So if
I was just gonna
if-
say that
if you like trips and
you
shit,
pay for it
in
sometimes
a
too.
man, but not even that. If whatever your man, whatever his love language, if you're fulfilling that, he's gonna want to do that. It's like you guys got to do it for each other.
Right.
If you're loving him in his love language, he's loving you in yours.
Right.
It ain't gonna be he's not gonna look at you as a user.
That part.
He's like, she take care.
Because your focus should be on him, and his
she
focus
take
should be
care
on
of
you.
me. She take care of me.
It should
I'm gonna
be
do
on
whatever I
in
have
a
to do for her because she takes care of me.
Yep.
She makes sure all my needs are met. I'm gonna do whatever the fuck I gotta do to meet her.
Agreed.
And that's been my experience as far as the thing. If a guy wants you, you don't, it doesn't matter what you do, he just wants you.
Right.
And he's going to pursue you. If a guy want to do something kind, he's going to do that. And you don't have to beg for a trip or throw hints or just anything.
Because he'll figure out how to do it within his parameters and make it amazing.
Yeah, and I never had to demand for those type of things, and I never want to because you don't know what their situation is.
Exactly.
And I never want
demeaning.
If I'm in a
I feel like
relationship,
it's demeaning.
the one thing I never want to crush my man's ego.
That part.
I want him to feel like a king. I want him to feel like a god. I want him to feel uplifted and encouraged. I want him to feel that he can provide for me or he can give me what I want.
He has is
and I
good
feel
enough.
safe in his comfort. So I'm not finna just throw out, oh yeah, take me to the moon.
Right.
Knowing this
Knowing where you were.
Can't take you to the goddamn moon. This nigga can't take you to McDonald's. You have to take you to the moon. Stop playing.
I'm just saying.
He barely
not
get an extra value meal. Don't supersize it. He can't do that.
That part.
Barbecue sauce is 50 cents. Don't charge that 50 cents.
That's not fair.
Those kind of things. But at the same time,
that's psychological abuse.
Right.
It is.
And so
because we talk about the things I keep saying, I'm fair on both sides. When I talk about just because don't blame the victim. So if a woman is doing that to a man, it's the same situation. Yes, she can do that to that man, but that doesn't make her doing it any worse. That shows her character and you ain't shit bitch. Like that's not okay. Just because, he let me do it.
No.
So
how does
that make it okay? That shows your character and that you was willing to do that to another person.
Right.
It's still not okay. I don't give a shit, man or woman. I've always been that way. I'm fair. I don't like it.
I think people need to
stop being so
break people into
self-centered.
groups because people date differently. People love differently, and some people don't love at all. They do just want it to be business and to be money, and they're okay with that. As a society, we have to be okay with that. Sometimes we project our own thoughts and our own feelings of how people should love, should date,
and
should
that's
marry,
the end all be all.
etc. There's some women that would date when they're dating, they're not having sex with anybody. They date 20 guys and do an elimination. But they're not having sex. They just going on dates or whatever. There's some that would just date 3. There's some that just date one at a time. And you get on. I put you the
that's where I made a lot of my mistakes.
She's smashing this, and the guy's like, I don't want a woman that being ran through 20 guys. Like she's saying she's not. I don't know. She's saying, but somebody gonna always smash.
Man, I don't give a fuck. You smash 20 dudes.
I wasn't.
I don't care. Smash 90 niggas.
But I wasn't.
I'm still fucking. I'm sorry about that. I'm just saying you can smash. Both. It don't matter. Nigga, you're not gonna get
nobody.
No,
I'm picky.
He did wife.
I am.
You know about who me?
That was my ignorant days.
That
was my ignorant days.
That was your trying to be in love and
right. That's my ignorant days.
I don't think that
was
ignorant.
You know what I'm saying? That's my dumb days. So in these days, I don't care. Like I don't care about body count. I don't give a fuck about no body count.
Most guys don't care about body count if they just
for wife either. I don't care. It don't matter.
But when it comes to a wife's material,
no, I don't care. I don't care if you fuck 500.
I don't nothing you can do about it. She can easily say it's only.
She can lie. That's what I'm saying. That's why I don't care. That's why I don't care.
Yeah, that's the part you can't validate. You can never prove the numbers.
So that's why I don't care.
Unless it was all your
women
friends.
say a certain numbers for a man's ego.
It's probably triple. But I don't. That's why I don't
Divided
care.
by 9 times 2.
Bro.
It don't matter.
It boils down back to my point earlier. There's no loose pussy. Pussy is a muscle. It's gonna go back if she fucked 5 dudes or 100 dudes. It's gonna go back to that.
And they
I
have
don't
a
give a
surgery you can get now.
So why should I care about sit up here and dissect about you fucked 100 niggas? I don't care about none of that shit. None of that shit matters in this moment right now. None of that shit matters for us if we together right now. I fucked 100 bitches too. So
it's not fair.
But I mean, I think it's the double standard kind of thing. Some guys say a woman receives it's an innie and an outie type thing.
Yeah,
I get that.
I think for me
a little bit. I get
it's just self-control.
Right.
Yeah. And
discipline.
it depends on how you was raised. So when people are raised, like I was raised super religious.
Right.
I'm not religious now. I'm spiritual. But in that, you say good for a husband, be one guy, and that was my thought process.
Right.
I was married super young, 13 years, and he wanted something else. I didn't have the experience to do. Nigga, what you want? God, that's inside of me. That's right. You know what I mean? And for the front page, I would say, or the mainstream, or the main couple in front of you want this good woman. You want she's not satisfying me.
Right.
Men are sexual.
Right.
They want that ratchet, nasty shit. Not that would get you wife, because
no, it's not.
Most prostitutes aren't married.
I can't take her home to my family.
They in business, but they not married, right?
Business.
And if they could get married and have someone take care of them, they would totally switch over.
Absolutely.
I think that guys should just kind of be in the middle. A girl that's experienced, that's a freak, that's open, that's not shallow when it comes to that.
And build up to things. Don't just go from, oh, we was doing missionary. Can I turn you upside down? Turn on this camera. I'm a that chandelier. I need you to be from that chandelier. Like,
shit, let me stop.
Yeah, like.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I'm okay with most
like
stuff.
Eve did the stuff for Esther. I want to try. Never ever. We've already talked about that.
That gives me that gay for the stay vibe.
Motherfucker, I'm gonna tell you what happened after the last shit when we get off camera, because Kasha was scarfing.
Like,
come on.
So you rather have ass than China?
Come on. I said my piece on that.
Okay, so we're gonna end. Okay, we're gonna end because clearly we need to have a family discussion.
Yeah.
We're gonna end. But what I will tell you is that is Kevin Samuels wrong in everything he said? No, he's not. And I feel like if more people's family and friends, to Kasha's point, would have been honest with them, we wouldn't have these women that think that they top flight because they got a pussy. And we wouldn't have these men that think they top flight because they got money. Because guess what? Women are getting money now. And ma'am, no offense, but the best thing I was ever told as a little girl, which is why it was never nothing to me, is pussy don't got no face. It has no attachment.
Some of them ugly. Roast beef, I don't know. They got a face.
They got a well.
You had roast beef?
I had some spam.
Pastrami?
I had some spam before. I had some spam for sure.
Spam was good back in the day. That's that struggle.
It's good for the moment.
You know what I mean?
You know what I'm saying? You get your little shit off and
people be intentional if you want love. Be intentional. If you want love, be intentional. Don't go out.
And half of y'all don't want love. You want a fucking fairy tale of what it looked like on Instagram. Because real love is I can't stand your ass nigga. You get on my nerves. And he coming to say, are we having chicken tonight? Or are we having
chicken and beef?
Period. Yeah. That's what real love is. Or love is you in the middle of an argument and be like, fuck you know, I can't stand you, blah, blah, blah. You are turning me on right now. I love when you act like that. That's real love.
Well, Instagram stuff. My first name?
That part. Or you know you got to take him to the hospital and you pay the copay because you know you wasn't right for stabbing him, but he wasn't right for doing what he did.
Right.
Chris, you go ahead and accept what you did because you know you was wrong. So when I maced your ass and tried to run you over,
cannabis,
traumatic.
Oh shit, y'all, we done. Good night. Thank you for joining. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and y'all, I am super lit. I have some heavy hitters coming and I am so excited. Number one, the power of prayer and staying consistent is amazing, but going for your dreams and not being afraid and reaching out for help. I told Jesus one more time. And I'm gonna say that was the best decision I ever made. So having a team now has like it has really changed things. And then having people that are afraid to be on camera, but they'll do it for you. Love is an amazing. That's love.
That's love.
Love.
I hate podcasts. I
She
hate
hates them.
all of
She
it.
won't even go.
But
to
I
nobody.
would like to say, for Black women, I love you. You are forever going to be
first
in my grace. There's nothing like us. I'm a fan forever. I know in my last video I said you're going to die alone with me. Some of y'all, small
But you
percentage,
Damn,
probably me.
But it's in the Bible.
But my thing is that you
Not
do.
everybody in the Bible got married.
I just want Black women to switch the word deserve to desire.
Yes.
I want them to
Yes.
understand everything is earned.
Because true Christians know we don't deserve nothing.
True
I do think we are great. I do think that man should worship us.
Yeah.
The man that's for you, not every
Not
guy.
every man.
But the man, yes, worship me. I'm gonna love you. You a king, I'm a queen, all that. But when you say I deserve this,
Right.
why? Just because you're a woman and you woke up today and you have a vagina, that's everywhere.
Right.
You have to earn someone's love, their trust, their loyalty, the ring, the money, all that. Are you willing to earn that? And it may be something that's you don't want to offer, and that's okay. There's somebody out there for you. But I just hate that the 50-50 topic, the 100% topic. When you love
Y'all are
someone,
missing out on love.
like I don't want my man to struggle or to stress out or to be at work
Right.
all week to
Let's do
provide
this
for me to show
together.
his love. I want to spend time with him.
Right.
And if we can get to a goal faster by me working
That
and
part.
contributing, I'm going to do that regardless.
Period.
I've seen
You don't
men
even
in my
ask.
family that work their whole life and provide. And when it was time to retire, they're dying soon. They got cancer. They got whatever. They can't go on a
So they
trip.
never even
They
live.
can't have fun. And the only thing they can say is, I put my kids through school. I did whatever. Dick don't work. You know, that's
what he just said. Jesus.
Don't get
Could y'all
So
answer
it's
y'all
just,
think
I believe in balance. You know what I mean? I want us to enjoy life now in the moment. I want you to feel that you are getting the best out of love, the best out of the relationship, and feel
Give it
good
to yourself
enough.
first.
I want women to experience love, but I know that we get jaded with social media. They have these 30-minute clips. It's all fake. We don't know
And
what
even
goes on
if it's
before
not, you don't know
after.
what it took to get him to that happy moment. That might be a real happy moment.
No, it's real, but it's like 30 seconds.
That
Right
part.
after that, I'm about to
That
slap the
part.
shot at you.
Same as your real life.
This is how.
But just like the dude,
That Derek
he said
I
all
didn't
the
like
stuff.
him either.
He said everything that we want to hear. He was
Y'all
gentle,
eating it
he was
up.
sweet, he was kind,
And being
he built
rude
us
to
up.
men though.
And
Lying.
And he had a woman that looked like Harriet Tubman and then cheat on her. And he's like, be nice, be this, be that. Like, people love the illusion. And if we can get past that and just be authentic and be genuine and say, this is my flaw, this is it, but I want to love you, those are yours. I want to help unpack. I want to work on my bullshit. That'd be great.
That's
Or
your
you can work
perfect
on the
partner.
bullshit before you start dating. I think when you know yourself and you know what you want, dating becomes easy because you're going to attract that good energy. And I just wanted to say that tonight because I know last time I was tipsy. And I probably sound harsh to women, but I love y'all. I'm a fan of y'all. I love Black women. There's nothing like us. You deserve all of the praises, but in the relationship, you have to earn that. Rent is due every day, boo.
That part.
You
Only
can
as
be
good
addicted.
as your last accomplishment.
And if you are single, it's okay to analyze yourself. Don't tear yourself down. Don't beat yourself up. But just realize if I want, like a job, I want this job and need to get this degree. If I want to live here, I need to earn this kind of money for down payment. If I want this car, I need a certain credit score. The same thing.
If I don't
with
want to get beat up,
relationship.
I gotta stop dating married men. What's your closing?
You said, wait,
Shut up.
married.
Don't say nothing.
You a hoe.
Don't
do
say
that. I don't care.
Damn. Be humble.
You know I don't play that.
You gotta remain humble. Remain humble and remain realistic. I'm gonna leave y'all with something. The so-called baddest bitch in America, as far as in the urban world and hip hop culture, had an elevator scene. Let that sink in. The baddest one that y'all look up to, that's damn near a billionaire that we all been watching all these years, had an elevator scene where her sister was whooping her husband's motherfucking ass over some bullshit that he did. Okay? So remain humble, stay on your job. Don't think just because you this or that, or you got this or that, or your pussy is so bomb, or whatever it is, the work has to be done. You still got to do the work. You still got to put in the attention. You still gotta put in the love. So be humble.
And for ugly niggas, get money because JG ugly.
Ugly motherfucker.
Okay.
Ugly motherfucker.
And you got the nerve to shit on me, nigga.
Come on.
So on
Come
that
on.
note, we're gonna
With
go
Becky
ahead and
with
end
the blonde
show.
hair?
I love them.
Oh,
Good
this
night,
nigga
you
tripping.
I
guys.
will get that
Share this
elevator
video.
on the
Don't
escalator.
talk about it
When
so
we got
bad.
home,
Say
the
bye.
next morning.
I hate y'all. I hate you. I hate you. I hate you.
Like, you got the nerve.
Come on, bro. You
Wait,
look like
wait,
a
what did
camel.
Nas say? Your